Hello, welcome my friends. Today's Supermoon is what we have. Buck Moon. We will see through the 8-inch Dobsonian that I have outside. Also with another camera I have the all sky. And we will talk just a bit about that. What is the Buck Moon, the Supermoon, for people that may be interested in. And I want to know your reactions to just a bit also of reactions of the James Webb, of course. I didn't want to make a video or a live stream about that because there's so much information from the source, from NASA, but I want to know your opinion about this. And also, if we have time, we can try to watch just for an example of trying to watch an object with full of light pollution from a supermoon. I decided this is the supermoon, the biggest supermoon of the year, and it's also the Buck Moon. They call the Buck Moon, and I will now right away turn the Dobsonian, just the equatorial platform. This is the Dobsonian that is outside. The camera, the all-sky camera, I don't have here the picture, is not pointing to the Dobsonian, is pointing here. The moon is here. The moon is here, more or less. So I will be pointing here with the Dobsonian to see the full moon. And then at the same time, we will be watching the moon through the all-sky for you to realize, the ones that don't have all-sky lens, to realize how it works with this bright moon and how to watch it. So let's go right away to open SharpCap. Today we will not use the usual trick of the push to system. We don't need it. It's the moon. We almost don't need anything, but the Telrad also is always a good help for that. I will open SharpCap. I will open two SharpCap. First, the one with the camera. You will see the settings. You will learn. Some people that don't know this will learn the settings we have to use with the SharpCap to watch the moon because it's different. Now, I have a sequence to. I'm using the regular telescope with a ZWO 294. Because it has a larger field, it's better for this. And also I have the reducer there, and the filter I always use with this telescope. It's the infrared filter, infrared ultraviolet cut filter from Mother. And I tried when I was focusing, because I was focusing, and it works fine. So it's not a huge difference, but it's just for laziness that I left it on the camera. So 294 first. First we will place the moon here. You see, too bright with the usual settings, which is the highest gain. The first thing is to reduce the gain from 550 to maybe around, let's stay here in 300 and see. And now to reduce from 2 seconds, we want these short, very idly short exposures. It's not pointing to the moon yet, but we can see the stars. Maybe you can't, but I will point to the moon right away. Hold on. Okay, I connected the platform for the sake of us, of our comfort, not to. If you want to watch the moon without platform or any tracking, it's fine. But for the live stream is better. So I will go in a moment to the chat, but let me just decrease the exposure here. It's 62 milliseconds to watch this, the moon, and also planets. But especially the moon, we have to decrease and the moon start to appear. You see, if I decrease a bit more, this is 0.24 milliseconds. So it's a 4 part of 1/4 of a second, of a millisecond. See, if I decrease, it turns darker. I didn't want to use the variable polar filter, polarizing filter, because I didn't have. I didn't need. With this filter is okay. We just lower the exposure. The filter, the polarizing filter, the variable one, is very, very, very good for visual. That's why I got it. So now we play a bit with again. It's a 300 and let's see, trial and error. I like to watch it a bit bright like this and for you to see it better. Not so much. Here I think at 400 is okay. Yes, it's okay. And then the settings are basically all the same. We can also play with this mini histogram at the right here at sharp cap. And if we play with this middle bar to the right or to the left, it will brighten or darken. You see? I think like this. I think is okay. Okay, the brightest supermoon of the year. Sorry, but this is tremendously hot here. Loads of fires around. Not in my place, fortunately. So let me see the chat. Who's here? Quasar, hello. Quasar, as usual. Sushi. Cheers. From the other side. Welcome. Fabien. Utah. Fabian. Hello, Utah. Good morning. Good morning, Steven. Yes, you are in advance. I am in advance. Of course, children love the moon, of course. Always. It's the first object. There's no moon in the UK. Yes, actually here is cloudy, but it's so bright, so bright. Now I will open the sharp cap with the camera, the all sky camera, for us to see a bit, and then we talk. This is a bit different, this live stream. It's an excuse to live stream, just to get in touch with you. I was craving live streaming. Nuno Santiago from Oeste. As always, cloud. You're not being lucky. Italy. It is super big. It is. Actually, Monica, I like to watch this moon with my eyes, with my own eyes, without any tool, outside, and like that. Just that. Be sitting there. And now let's open the sharp cap with the all sky camera. You see the tracking of the moon. It's quite easily. For the ones that have a equatorial platform, has a different speed. So for the moon, I increase the speed of the platform. Otherwise, it will be running away. Let me see if I can place it side by side. Okay, I will open all sky, that is outside. All sky. It should be bright also. Yeah, yes, bright. And now I decrease first the exposure, 500 milliseconds. Let's see. You see? It's huge, the moon today. I'll leave it like this. Let me show you the Dobsonian first. Here is the Dobsonian pointing to the moon, and here is the share that I use to watch the sky with naked eyes. With this hot, but it's so hot outside. Let me see the camera. I connected the 30 degrees. I connected the mini cooler to help. Now, let's take this. Okay. Let's see what we can do to have both images side by side. This is the all sky lens with the ZWO 224. It's useful to watch meteors and things like that. We will be watching Perseids and the Pleiades. Thank you for the super chat. I have here
super shot.
I will be increasing these silly things, and also I have a game too. I will talk about that. A very funny thing to do with you. Great content and information from Jim Ross. Skies finally clear, but money barely above horizon in Alberta at this time of the year. Yes, but not barely. The moon. Yes, it's. I think you are talking about the moon. It's so close, so low in the horizon. That is, but it's beautiful. It's huge. I wanted to place the all sky for you to see the altitude. You can see it's too low here, too low in the sky. It will be like this from here. Now I have a game to when we will be doing the regular live streams. It will be so simple. That should of course I understood. It happens a lot here in online. Thank you, Jim. I will be doing a game with you in the next live streams. It's a funny thing that before I talk about the moon, I want to show you this. I will be doing this because I like to be dynamic. I'm a dynamic guy. I will be doing this when we will going to do the live streams with EAA live stacking. Sometimes we have 2 or 3 objects to watch. I will spoil it because I will do this for sure. So sometimes we have some objects to watch, 2 or 3 usually. Let me just close this a bit. This is very funny. And you in the chat say, when I ask what object you want to watch, and you say, for instance, the Orion Nebula or the Andromeda, and I place here, like this. I come here, I place Andromeda, M42 for instance, and I don't know, Jupiter. Okay, this will be like this. You say 3 objects, I place the objects here. If there are more, I will do more. And then for me not to choose the object from you, I will place it on this wheel and I click, okay, and it will choose the object that we will going to see. So this will work like this. You see, Andromeda, it's the winner. So we go and live stack Andromeda. to have a fair choice of the objects. If we have 5 or 6 objects you want to see, a comet, this or that, we will be choosing like this from now on. Not now, because now I think we can't. Maybe we can try the just an object. Now let me show you something. I don't know. M27. What is M27? Let me check here. I don't know the Messier catalog. Messier. Dumbbell. Ah, love the dumbbell. We can watch the dumbbell today, even with the moon. Let me check here in Stellarium. I am promising the moon, and the people come here to watch the moon, and then we go to the dumbbell. Let's see how it works. Not now. Not now. Now we will have here the Supermoon. It's the main actor today. Let me open Stellarium to see where the M27 is. I love the dumbbell. Love it, love it. And the Dobsonian catch so much detail. Let me just go here to the search on Stellarium. M27. It's at 51 and it's on east. It's the worst part for me to track, but that's okay. Yes, let's let this pending here for now. The Pleiades. Yes, the Pleiades, not the Pleiades. The Pleiades not. They are not right now at site. But I was talking about the Perseids. In August we will watch the Perseids. Okay. Ok. Universo Real. Brasil. Universo Real, eu aqui só falo inglês. I only speak English in this channel. But I comment in Portuguese if you want in the videos. If you have some questions, Portuguese or Spanish people that I understand also, I speak Spanish, you can write at the comments. And I also read, I always read your comments. I will translate. I'm from Florianopolis. I'm tracking the Supermoon with my WonderWeb 150 millimeters and 60 millimeters. In honor to James Webb, it's called WonderWeb. Good. That's one thing that I want to know your opinion about. It's about the James Webb. It was amazing for me. I think it's a huge step we are giving to the astronomical community of scientists, mostly for scientists, not so much for us with the pictures and basic stuff. Let me see Webb. And I don't know which one you like the most. We have the Carina from the south, maybe the Brazilian universe like the Carina. It's amazing, the star formation, the detail it has. I enjoy a lot this detail. The Stephan's Quintet, also the detail was amazing. I can see loads of galaxies here. We can see loads of galaxies here. One of them is not this one, I think, is not in this group. It's not interacting. Is closer to us, but it seems in the picture, although it's not. And we have also the southern. This one is the one that I like the most. This is a personal preference because of the history and the detail. These were layers. We have also a galaxy, a tiny galaxy here. Let me increase the. Where is it? Here. You see, like the Needle Galaxy, it's very similar. It's impressive. And we have more. Here is a galaxy also. I'm used to catch galaxies with a 12-inch Dobsonian. Here another galaxy, amazing. Another one here. And tiny ones that we can perfectly distinguish from stars. The thing is, some super small and faint we can't distinguish from stars, but NASA scientists can, because they are pinpoint and they analyze more data. But here we can perfectly see. I will show you like this in a different perspective that you don't have, probably some of you. You see, galaxy, galaxy. This one is huge. Look at this, galaxy. When we increase magnification, the similar to the needle galaxy, we can see the dust and the core, the black hole for sure. This one is beautiful here, like the pinwheel maybe, the small pinwheel, little pinwheel. More galaxies here. It's incredible, the detail, and with only just 12 hours, I think it was working, and they are working now. I was watching the NASA live today at afternoon here. It was afternoon, and they said they are watching much more stuff, and they hope at least once a month to release something nice. At least once a month. Maybe they can change and once a week or something. You see, this dust here also weird. Weird dust. This is incredible. This one was the one that I liked the most, but of course I liked everything that they are. You know, when Webb start releasing more and more things, and when they discover something, they are trying to discover to realize what atmosphere of some planets, some exoplanets. It's I saw this afternoon the guy was super excited with particularly that theme, not so much with stars and our solar system, because they will watch the ice giants and also the gas giants. They promise they will watch them. They are already watching, but they will do a good work with them, and they will release for us to know more about that. But they were particularly excited with the exoplanets, and I wonder why. They suspect something. Now, let's just watch this one. Do you know that this star, I don't know, but many of you may not saw the NASA live stream or broadcast. I will resume it for you. This is a binary system of two stars, which we can see here in the infrared, which is the wavelength of James Webb. These are false colors. These at the left are false colors. These colors they introduce. They do like this. For instance, here in the infrared they have all red, and they have A, B, and C, and then they attribute a color to A, a color to B, and a color to C, and they do all of those images we saw have false color. They do that way for us to see, because we are humans, and to watch only infrared, it was not very good. So this is two stars. One is smaller. The one that exploded was the smaller one. This was not like a supernova, real powerful supernova, as many people say. This was almost a supernova, but it was not with enough strength to be a supernova, and it blown with the material blown with the largest star, but it didn't mess with the star. The star stay like it is, but it didn't explode or something. Okay, and it still have dust around the small star that is dying, the dying star, and also all of these that we see in the nebula are layers that this little star was expelling and still expelling in circles. That's why these are layers. It was not like in one moment and boom, not like that. It was like layers. It's a double star, yes. Yes, it's a double star. Quasar. Thank you. It's a binary system. It's the beginning of a new era, for sure. Because now, when they start discover, this is my feeling about. I want to know your feeling also. You put me in the comments here in the chat. I think that when they start to finding more and more stuff, and especially weird stuff that we don't know, and stuff that they find that with data, but it's science data. But some stuff that they can transmit to a broader number of people, for the population in general, okay, for the mainstream, like things that people like, that are weird, like that thing of the atmosphere, for instance, in a planet no one yet discovered. People and all the world will start watching more the sky. That's my feeling. So this will be good for us, for astronomy, and for the people that like us love this hobby. I think it will be trigger another era. Okay, this was the planetary nebula, and we have also this. You see this, they placed this, but this for the mainstream has no value. All the mainstream only want to know if there's life or something in another planet. They don't care about it. But from science, from a scientific point of view, it's so much valuable, this information, because from the colors they can know the composition of the atmosphere, what's happening in the planet. And the famous one that the President of the United States presented with to open to give the kickstart of this wonderful presentation with the gravity here. This image, I think they were intentional with releasing this first, because this image. Look, what is this? What's this? Near the gravitational lens here, the gravity lens or whatever they call, where the time and space deform. You see, loads of galaxies, of course, and the ones that are reddish, more reddish here, are the ones that are farthest away, farther from us. You see these ones here. This is beautiful. I was watching this like where is Wally? You know those books of to find Wally. I was here watching this carefully. Loads of galaxies with our Dobsonians, especially with a 12-inch. We can see faint galaxies in proportion. Of course, we can't see this distance at this distance. But in a shortest distance, we can see also some small galaxies, faint galaxies, which other telescopes can't. That's why the Dobsonian is powerful. You see, what's this here? Loads of interaction, fusion of galaxies. Another fusion here. This was beautiful. I'm telling this for the one as a resume for the ones that didn't see it, This one, what is this? It's incredible. Let me just... Gosh, it's so hot here. Let me just see a bit more here. Loads of galaxies. This is beautiful. I truly believe that they did a good job. Worth it. And they will find things, amazing things. You know, how many planets like Earth can be here in just this image? Planets like ours. Mind-blowing. Okay, that's enough from... Now, the moon. Let me just... Quasar. I think nowadays people are getting more awareness about the universe. Fortunately, I think the same. Fortunately, yes. More and more people will be looking at the sky. Except those ones that get stuck in everyday life. But release from that. You are fortunate. All of you that are watching this live stream, and many more people, of course. People from this hobby are fortunate. And as I am. Because we are aware of that. We can watch the sky. Loads of objects. And even you that maybe all day working and then you stop at the weekend at night, have less time to do this, to watch the sky, but even you are always aware, because when you have the opportunity, I know that you go outside with your whatever, with your own eyes, with your telescope or just the binoculars, and watch the sky. So you are fortunate and you have a quality to do that, because many people just don't remember that. They get stuck on the everyday life, the routine. They sleep, wake up, work, sleep, eat, wake up, work, and then go to the same things at the weekend, soccer or games or whatever. But you have that quality. You are connecting with the universe, which is amazing. Edward, welcome back. How are you? Oh, you received the Nexus already. Looks great, of course. It's incredible. The Nexus, much better than expected for me. Much better than expected. It's an excellent tool for a Dobsonian. It's expensive, it's true. But I feel like it's another telescope that I have, because it opens to wide fields, and not only the wide field, a wider field, but the quality. It's like having, not like comparing Hubble with James Webb, but it's in proportion it is something like that. It's better. Now I want just to talk something about the moon, because I didn't know this. I have to be fair. Let me just close these ads. No. I found this on people.com, because I wanted to know why they call this supermoon today. Let me see if I can close. The buck moon. Maybe you know, but I didn't. So the buck moon I will read, because it's in English. I don't know very well how to say. So where it is, the buck. Known as the buck moon. Is set to rise on Wednesday, July 13. It's the nearest point to the Earth. As most of you know, this supermoon is because it's at the same time have as the moon is close to the planet, to Earth. Let me read because in my English. Due to its close proximity to our planet, the big bright orb has been labeled as supermoon and will orbit closest to the Earth compared to any other full moon this year. So it's the biggest one of the moon of the year. Okay. Okay, details. Where is the bug? Why is called the buck moon? It comes from 1930. According to the almanac, Maine Farmer's Almanac, as the full moon in July, they call now from NASA the buck moon. Early summer is normally when the new antlers of buck deer push out of their foreheads in coatings of velvety fur. They also call this the thunder moon because of early summer's frequent thunderstorms. So this comes from United States, from the almanac of the farms, from United States. Of course, everything has to be with the past. It's ancient, and everything has to be with the farm and things like that, the ancient times. And now, but if you see now, if you think now with James Webb, we will be discovering new things, and maybe now we introduce our era, our modern times, names and characterization. It will be not like ancient times with Orion Nebula. It's the Orion, and it goes to the Pleiades with the sword and the belt and the wolf and loads of stuff from Greece and Romans. Now it will be the modern times, the new era. It will be another thing that will happen for the new stuff. What makes July's buck moon a supermoon? It's simultaneously a supermoon because of its close proximity to the Earth, appearing brighter and brighter than an average full moon. The illuminating orb will reach a perigee distance, the point nearest to the Earth, at 220,000 miles away. So we are covering today the buck moon, which is the biggest supermoon of the year. When is the next supermoon in 2022? Look, the strawberry moon. This was reddish. I didn't see it. This one, the one that we are watching here, you can see the color. The tint is a bit more brownish, orangish, and this is what I'm watching in the sky with my own eyes. And you will see also if you don't have clouds and go outside then to watch. And that's it. The supermoon. Hello Linux Astro. Welcome back. Elon Musk Galaxy, for instance. Who knows? They will give names to modern names. We are in a new era. In a new era. For sure. I'm sure about that. So remember, the ones that do live stack, always go to the, if you want, the Sharpcap, they update. Robin updates Sharpcap almost every week. And I go, I think it's on Mondays. And after Monday I go to download a new version. But he does these updates, and when he is sure that it's all well tight, he releases an update which will be automatically working in your shark cap without you doing nothing. I like to download because usually he releases loads of new features that I love to work with, and so I'm being updated. I want to thank you again to the members of this channel. They are helping to support the channel, supporting also the AstroArt Finland, a very nice shop. I'm not here to sell stuff. I like them and they like me, and we made a deal, and I will stick with them because I really like that company. Watch from Europe, watch always the prices there before you buy any other place. From Europe, not from United States. You don't have the shipping, the free shipping and things like that. %7 larger than normal due to the close section of its elliptical orbit. Yes, 7%. It's huge outside. It's tracking very well. It's easy to track the moon. About the Nexus, was Edward here? The guys from Arizona, from United States, watch my video about the Nexus. So for anybody that will buy the Nexus or have the Nexus, that measures that I have in the video are correct, and everything that is in the video I have in my channel about the Arizona Nexus, everything is fine and it's correct. They watch it, they love it. All the team from Arizona watch my video and they liked a lot, and I'm very thankful to them also because they were available if I need any information or something about the Nexus. They work very well in the optics. It's not only Al Negler from Tel Aviv. These guys, at least from my perception, these guys from Arizona are very, very nice. I don't have any commercial relation with them, but I like them. The stuff they do, the design and Florida. Welcome back, team. Nice and sunny here, yes? Like this here. Today it's cloudy, but I think the clouds it's from the fires. Getting ready, of course. You are still in, it's not night yet. 5 hours I'm in advance 5 hours. I'm in GMT, so it's like London here in Portugal. And we have 5 hours in advance on average from the United States. Finland. Raul Munhoz. Finland. Right. From my partner's place. It's very interesting. I don't know Finland, but it's very, very. I like I know people from Finland even before my partners, and I like them so much. Edward, I recommend. I got my Nexus from AstroArt Finland, yes, and it's a good price there. You always watch the price because the guys are good and they ship fast. And to Europe, if you live in Europe, we have this, and also they have the concenter. It's what I use for collimation. Cloudy in Georgia again. Oh man. But I got an hour in with my 10-inch Newtonian last evening. Good. I do like you sometimes, usually in the winter when it's cloudy. In the middle of some clouds, there's an opening window, and I go. That's the beauty of the Dobsonian, or someone that has an observatory. I will have great news for you soon. For people that love the Dobsonian, watch out because I can't spoil it now, but I will have wonderful, not only the Dobsonian lovers, people with other telescopes, I think they will like this very much. But I can't spoil it. Adrienne. From Ireland. Thank you for telling me that she's talking in Portuguese. Muito obrigado is thank you very much, and beijinhos, it's kisses from Ireland. Thank you. I love Ireland. Also, I love the United Kingdom. All those green fields. Love it. We love astronomy, we love nature. It's universe, it's nature, it's everything. Good times I spent in there. So this is the Supermoon. I'm here all the stream talking about everything except the moon. I usually watch the moon, as I said in the beginning, with naked eyes. For the ones that arrived now, we are watching the moon with an 8-inch Dobsonian telescope with a focal reducer. It was really not needed, but it's... I will show you the telescope for the ones that are here, that get into the stream now. This is the telescope I'm using, you see, over an equatorial platform for the sake of being tracky, and we don't have to see to watch the moon getting away. You see that the platforms track very well these and the planets. It's easier. We just fine-tune the speed of the platform. And here at the right you have the all-sky camera with a 224 camera from ZWO, an inexpensive camera which came with an all-sky lens. This one is not the original lens, it's another one, a smaller one that I use for meteors. I will do a video about it. It's an inexpensive camera lens, but it's good for this. And you can see if you watch here, it's funny. I will zoom for you to see here. Hold on. The moon is so bright. Look at the ocean. This is the ocean. Look at the ocean here. So bright. Look at this. It's beautiful outside. This is the population on the streets. So that's why I like to watch the moon. Lay down here on the chair and look at a plane. This is a plane for sure, of course. It's not a extraterrestrial, it's a plane passing through the moon here. Let me see if we'll catch it here. No, the Dobsonian is pointing in another position. We almost cocked a plane here, but no. These things here, these dots here, are like this here. They are small. We have two. They are odd pixels that even with the darks, I don't know why, with all sky lenses and with all sky cameras, I think it's because of the lens or something, they kept appearing. Or maybe the temperature, I don't know. The all sky, the 224 camera is at 33 degrees Celsius. It's very hot. And this one, the 294, the larger one, the most expensive, wow, 37. There's no way that this mini cooler can't do more than this. You know why it's so hot? I will tell you why. Because if we were live stacking, the mini cooler will working fine and decreasing 5 degrees, usually from 35, or it will lower to 30. Because we are using super small exposures. We are using to watch the moon 0.2 milliseconds. It's incredible. And like this, these are framing so fast that even without me recording the moon, it makes the camera, it turns the camera, it warms up the camera. If we want to capture and process an image of the moon, here I can take a snapshot like this. We do a snapshot and we have the moon. But if we want to process it, fail to capture the snapshot. Why is that? Snapshot. I don't know why. Fail. Usually, maybe because of the exposure time is so low. Maybe because of that. But if we want to capture, when I capture the moon, I don't like to do videos about the moon. We record a video here in AV file because they weight a lot of space in the hard disk. They get incredible large, much larger than the planets. And then when we will process with the PEEP software, which is free, and those softwares take loads of time to process because they are large frames. That's why I don't. I did it already. I processed the moon, but I usually don't do that because of that problem. I have a Raul. I have a Dobson and enjoy watching the moon too. One question: why I see the spider secondary mirror through the eyepiece? Is it a collimation problem? You are watching the spider. It may be a focusing problem. You should not. Maybe it's too bright or some reflection. I think it could be different sources. That problem. Let me remember when I see the spider. Usually is because it's not well focused and maybe not well collimated. Yes, it's maybe you have you got to have everything perfect because with a very bright object, that will be when the reflections will appear and that weird stuff and distortions, and also the donuts. Sometimes I also see the donut and many people when we watch a donut here when we are watching an object. Usually is a reflection or something. The collimation should help with that. A good collimation. Use the concenter. If you are in Europe and you are in Ireland, buy a concenter. Believe me, I bought the concenter when I bought the 12-inch. I choose that collimation tool, and it's amazingly simple and accurate because of the circles it has. Raul, maybe yes, maybe that. Edward, yes, spot on. Maybe you have used too small magnification. Try a piece shorter, means higher power. Yes, he's right. I bet you are right. You are spot on. Let me see. Tell us, Raul, what was the eyepiece you were using? The length, the focal length. I get spiders on bright stars only. I agree it is probably reflections, maybe. But I think the Edward was spot on. I bet that Raul was working with watching with an eyepiece with low magnification, maybe a 25 millimeters. And I remember people complaining about that. When they use low magnifications, usually the spider may appear or some weird reflections or objects may appear there. I get spiders on bright stars. We saw already. I would like to see a demonstration video on the cone center process. I'm not familiar with that procedure. Let me just... So Linux, I suppose that you are talking about the collimation, the cone, the centering of the cone in the secondary mirror. I suppose you are talking about that, no? The cone center process, it's to center the cone in the... let me see if I have here a tool. Where it is. Where is it? No. I have to figure a way to get that tool here. Hold on. I have here. I think. Hold on. It's here. I think this may work. So you were talking. Where it is? I can't write here. I got to find this tool to write on the screen. Yes. I always use a laser. I think the laser is fine to start. I started with a laser. When I said I bought the concenter, I bought first the laser, a cheap laser, and then the concenter. The laser was collimating and is fine. The problem with the laser is that when you hold on. The problem with the laser is when you I have here the Nexus. When you have the laser collimating, you are collimating with the laser and everything is fine, the dot and everything is just perfect. If you move the laser, if you rotate the laser, it will, even that is collimated, it will get out of the donut probably, because it's not accurate. But it's fine to have a to move on. The laser is fine, even a cheap one is fine to move on. But the problem is that while with the concenter, Raul, yes, you are all right. I have seen moon during daylight. Yes, especially daylight. Yeah, another factor. With 25 millimeters eyepiece and 10 millimeters, but Spider is more notorious with 25 millimeters. Thank you all. And maybe was a mix of all. The 25 boosted that problem, but being during the day and also maybe not having so much well collimated maybe didn't help. All the things were connected to mess your image. The thing is, I didn't make a video already, another video, because I have one already, about collimation, because I only use this method, the concenter. And doing a video, I will do it sooner or later, but a compact one will add some things that I didn't talk about in the previous one, and it will be a much compact video about it. Now I edit better. The problem is, I only use a concenter, and the video will be helpful for people that use a concenter, because it's the tool I use and I will use all my life, for sure, unless they invent a collimation tool that is better than this one and for the same price. Because for me, this is the best collimation tool for me, the concenter, because I to value that, I consider all the things, the price and the simplicity, the so quick that I reach collimation with this, because I have this with a light, a LED light that I placed here, and I turn on. I almost do this always during the day, so I don't need a light. But this is for you to see. You see? Look at these circles. Let me see that this focus. Okay, you see? Look at this. Oh, the focus. Look. You see? This is so perfect that when you, and they made this with measures that it seems like the same measure of my secondary mirror. They are so perfect that with our own eyes we can adjust super easy the position, the tilt, and the rotation and the position up and down of the secondary mirror. You know the three positions, three different ways we can move the secondary mirror. With this, we can do that with high accuracy and center it in the focuser. And then we can play with the primary mirror easily to center this. And even in the previous video about collimation then I use the laser to fine tune. Only the dot, just to fine tune. But with this, now that I'm used to use this, I don't even need a laser, because I have a trick that I do like this, and I see where the dot, my eyes catch the dot, and then I center my eyes in the dot, and it's so perfect, so symmetric with the other circles. That's no way this can be more accurate. And it's super fast to collimate with this. And it's an hassle to collimate. When I clean the mirrors, I have to recollimate, of course. When I clean the primary mirror, it's the one that I clean more often. And twice or 2 or 3 times a year, at least 2 times a year, I clean it. And then I have to collimate, and it's an hassle. I understand it's a cumbersome to collimate from the scratch. Everything and the line, we have to be always watching. But with this, the concenter, it's so easy and so fast, and it saved me stress. It's the best thing of the. So you may say there are another collimation tools that are better. Maybe they are better. Maybe they are super accurate, but they are more expensive, and this saves me more time, and that's it. And each one knows what wants for their lives. There's no problem with that. Some people collimate very well with only a cap. The problem with a cap, and it's the cheapest solution. The problem with a cap is that doesn't have these circles. Look at these circles. This is beautiful. Your eye looks from this. Any movement outside of the circles, your eye can see easily. So that's what I use, and I recommend to all the people. This is, if you ask me a tool that I recommend the most, probably this one. And for me, I don't have any commercial relation with concenter manufacturers. I don't even know who they are. I know they are Europeans. I don't even know who they are. Let me check here. Okay, yes. Aditya. Shout out. Okay, it's done. Welcome. Mine has a mechanism to keep it locked in the focuser. It locks it mechanically parallel to the focus tube. I can see that without that it will be bad. You're talking about the laser. The laser. Keep it locking. It locks it mechanically parallel to. That's fine. The lasers are fine as long as they are. That's why the best tools, I think, they are lasers. The glitter laser and stuff like that they use, but they also use another helping tool. Usually they use a combo of 2 tools, not only the laser. I do my way, and you can see I have the 12-inch Dobsonian about almost 2 years. I have always collimated, and you can see the proof from my live streams. And when I don't have the image very well is because of the of mistakes I make with focusing, with tilting. Now I had to change with the series on the next. I had to change things in the focuser, and the mechanism I had before, I can't use it. And as long as from the moment I tight the screw of the focuser, a micro tilt, it will be there always. It's impossible. Vedant Patel, welcome back. Do you think a homemade equatorial platform will produce similar results to yours? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know why? Because my equatorial platform has a poor tracking, like the most of the equatorial platforms. Even the ones that I saw loads of hype, I see the only ones that are at a higher level are the ones with 2 axes, like the one from Hungary, the TAP, and the other from Tom O from United States with 2 axes. All the others, what I saw, loads of hype, but I see the image and I can see that the track is not is like mine. And I see people with bad tracking doing. It will give you, if you don't have everything very well tuned, it will add you a bit more of work to adjust the tracking. But with a good polar alignment, by the way, Friday video, polar alignment with an equatorial platform. For people with the platforms, it's very, very helpful. It's not a broadband video. It's for people that like Dobsonians over equatorial platforms. And I saw people, Patel, I saw people with homemade equatorial platforms with very nice results. We will always have the tracking threshold, the time. Short exposures, EAA, it's a solution. I may have to... you're talking about the concenter Linux. Yes, it's super helpful. And even that you have a laser, it's not an super expensive tool. It's about, I think, about 50 or 60 euros here. From Europe, I advise. You're welcome. Best tool I ever had for the Dobsonian. 2 tools that I can't live without them with my Dobsonians. One is this one, the concenter for collimation. If I have to go to a desert island with a Dobsonian and I had to take 2 tools apart from the tracking, the equatorial platform, of course, it will be the Telrad and this concenter tool to collimate, and the Telrad to find the objects. Okay, we saw the Supermoon. We talked a lot about the moon, about James Webb stuff. My 8-inch is doing fine. The equatorial platform probably will be finishing now. It's about 1 hour, I think, working. It's more than 1 hour. So it's time to say you goodbye. Stay tuned with a video on Friday about equatorial polar align. Polar drift align, the Dobsonians. And also I will be streaming more after Friday, because the forecast is good. So hopefully, if still like that, I will be doing live streams with EAA. Maybe that dumbbell, I have that in my mind, that dumbbell nebula in my mind to the next time. I love that nebula. We will watch that nebula maybe. Okay, thank you very much, and have a rest of a very nice week, okay, and nice night. Bye-bye.